What's up, everybody? Excuse me, this is Dave, aka Sandcard3. Got a little bit of a different video for you guys today. I did want to do a mail day video. So I haven't ripped anything lately. Kind of a dry spell in releases. So I figured there's lots of ways that people enjoy this hobby, not just ripping. So I wanted to show you all the other ways that I collect and other people collect. So that's what we got for you today. Stuff I picked up over the past maybe month, maybe a little bit more than that, on various sites, apps, things like that. So we'll just go through it. But before I get into that, I do want to say thank you to all the new subscribers I have lately. I am inching ever closer to 50 subscribers, which is kind of my first milestone for me. This card is numbered out of 50, so I was going to do a giveaway for this card once I actually make it to 50 subscribers. So if you see this video, please become a new subscriber. Once we hit 50, I'll post a video with this card again and the rules into entering that contest. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the rip. Sorry, not the rip, into a mail day. So first card I'm going to start with is just something pretty low end, pretty inexpensive, but for my PC. This is a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If you can see the numbering there, it is numbered out of 2025. So this is out of Topps flagship this year. They do release numbered out of whatever current year is for the product. I like Kareem cards in Bucks jersey as a Bucks fan, so there's not a ton of those. The ones that exist are generally vintage from the 70s, actually the late 60s when he was on the team, and well beyond my budget. But this one I was able to get on eBay for $3. So just kind of wanted to show everyone, depending on what you PC, what you like, you can actually get some pretty cool stuff pretty inexpensively. So that is the first one. Next is, all these are together, up to that one. This is from a break that I was in. Again, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the breaks and various things. This is a break that I entered from Dave and Adam's shop with their website. It was a case of photogenic football, and it was a random team break. So photogenic, in my opinion, has been a pretty awesome product this year. Thought they had a decent price on this break, and I don't usually go for the random teams. I like to pick my team and pick one that's either a good value or got a PC player or whatever, but I figured I'd take a chance and go with the random team. Unfortunately, I hit the Vikings, I guess, unfortunately for a couple reasons. One, there really isn't any big, huge chases for the Vikings. And two, I'm not a fan of the Vikings, being a born and raised Wisconsinite. So did get a fair amount of cards, though. As I said, it was a whole case. So a bunch of base Justin Jefferson, base J.J. McCarthy's. We do have Ty Felton as the rookie, but again, just on the base. And then a bunch of Blake Cashmans. As far as the sleeved up stuff goes, oh, Ryan Kelly too. We did hit a couple nicer cards. So first one, probably the best as far as, I don't know, collectability, wantability, and actually it's a really nice looking card. I've seen it in the light down here. Makes it look even better. But this is an Aaron Jones, numbered 2 out of 15. So very low numbered, and probably best case scenario for me. At least it's a Viking who is a former Packer. So that was probably my biggest hit. I did also hit one autograph, Blake Cashman. This is not numbered, just a base autograph, sticker autograph. But again, can't complain since this was a random team. And behind him, I have one more, Blake Cashman. So same card, except numbered version and non-auto. Right the first time. Is it 60? Maybe I had it right this time. 65. Yeah, okay. So again, just another way of enjoying the hobby. This was a random team break. Next up, this was a player break. I forget whose channel I purchased this on, but this was a whatnot purchase. They were doing an entire case of hobby Prism football, but they were doing it by player. As I've mentioned many times now on this channel, I do PC Elic Io Manor, as he's a distant relative of mine, so he's not all that sought after, so pretty cheap to get him in a player break, even in a case. Unfortunately, I didn't get too much out of a case. I thought I'd get more than 3 base cards, but 3 base cards. But I did also get lucky enough to get 1 numbered card. So I got this one, which is numbered, what's that, 230. So again, this was a player break off of a whatnot channel. Next up, I had these rubber banded together so I knew which ones were which. This is another team break that I was in. This was from a semi-private Discord server that I belong to. I think this was multi-boxes, but I picked Packers. Again, my favorite team, my PC team. Didn't get anything, that pink is nice looking, not numbered or anything. So didn't get anything hugely valuable out of this, but I got some cool cards. So you get some Matthew Golden rookies, which is really what I was after, this being club level. On these pink shocks, base Goldens. So there was some optic in there too. So some base rookies. And then the ones that actually got sleeved up, so kind of our higher value hits, we did get 1 patch card. Again, these are never going to be, not never, but just about never associated or worn, but kind of cool nevertheless to get a jersey card. And then some color out of the optic box for Savion, pink Savion from the Select, Matthew Golden, Baron Sorrell, and then probably the biggest hit out of this break was Matthew Golden. Again, club level, but this one is the Prism or silver version of it. So again, this was a fairly inexpensive break for what it was. Like I said, it's from a Discord server, which is semi-private, but yeah, so more or less happy with that one. Next up, those stop here. Next up is another break that I entered. Shout out to Acme Packs. I'm sure if you guys watch my channel, you're probably familiar with him. He is a fairly popular breaker. From time to time, I do buy into breaks that he has. As I said earlier, I do prefer pick your team versus random. So he actually had the Tennessee Titans in a break for a price that I was okay with. Problem with the Titans having Cam Ward as a #1 overall pick, they're usually more expensive than I want to pay. Io Manor is actually who I'm chasing, so I don't want to say I don't care about Cam Ward. It's nice that he'd be available to get in the Titans, but it increases the prices of these breaks more than I'd want to. So it's rare that I actually grab the Titans in a break. But I did in this one. Shout out to Acme Packs. Appreciate you. Love your content. But anyway, we'll show you what I went through. So there was, I forget what they are, one of those Donruss, the rookies boxes, the ones that have the guaranteed green Uptown in them. So that was part of the break. Unfortunately, I didn't really hit anything from there other than the base rookies for the Titans. He also had a photogenic box as part of that break. As I mentioned before, I'm a big fan of photogenic. So we've got a couple photogenic cards. And as far as what he sleeved up for me, the rookies Cam Ward, another highlights of Cam Ward, and I did actually get 1 numbered card out of his photogenic box. Gunnar Helm instead of Io Manor or Ward, but still a rookie, we'll take it. So that's what I got from a break standpoint. The next ones I want to show you here, this is a single card that I purchased. This one I did purchase off of Whatnot. This was, ran at $1 and you bid up. Shout out to Sky Cards on this one. I actually bought this one on a Whatnot show that he had probably a day or two after I bought it. I saw him post a video where he actually ripped this out of the box. So kind of cool to see that again. Sky B is fairly popular in the hobby, so if you're watching my channel, you're probably aware of him. But this one straight for the PC, numbered, signed, Illic Io Manor out of Photogenic. After that, I do have an eBay purchase. So again, more Io Manor. This one, I think I just did a buy it now on this one. It was at a fairly reasonable price on eBay. You get a good bit of a discount on non-quarterbacks, non-stars. I guess he's still got some potential. So maybe this could go up in value, but again, this was strictly a PC pickup for me. I do try to pick up any of him when I see something cool, unique, whatever, at a good price. So one more Io Manor for the PC. And just a couple more I want to go through. I got one more Io Manor. So this one, so far, is probably the best one that I've picked up. We've got Flawless, numbered to 25, with an on-card autograph. Pretty nice patch on there, kind of a chunky patch. Of course, even with Flawless, this memorabilia is not from any specific game or event, so auto is authenticated, but patch is just what it is. This one was a buy it now or make offer. Had a decent buy it now price, but I did make an offer expecting to have some sort of negotiation, but seller just took my offer, so I was able to pick this one up on eBay for what I thought was a pretty good price. Last but not least for this video, I did want to show you really the biggest pickup that I've made in a long time. Other than, breaks and singles and stuff, another thing that I've been trying to do lately is figure out what a good investment card would be. Something that I could pick up now and just hold for the long term and have it go up in value. So I'd identified Steph Curry rookies as something I was been looking for as far as the investment thing goes, and took quite a while for me to find the right one, one for a reasonable price with a decent grade. I did see this one on eBay. I was going to make an offer. It had a buy it now price, and they also had make offers. But when I scrolled down to do that, I noticed I was familiar with the seller of this card. It was actually being sold by Steel City, who I have an account with. I buy a lot of wax from, so I thought that was pretty interesting, and I wondered if they had it listed on their website as well, and if they did, maybe it would be a little bit cheaper because they wouldn't have to pay for the eBay fees. Sure enough, I went to their website and it was listed there, and it was listed cheaper there than it was on eBay. I also, like I said, have an account there, so I have some discounts and some breaks depending upon how much I spend there. So was able to get it for what I thought was a very good price. I think I'm already probably in the green, I think you'd say, on this card. So was real glad to pick that up. I don't plan on getting rid of this anytime soon. I want to hold this for the long term, but I am trying to pick up cards like this when I've got the funds and when I see something. So I have identified a couple more investment tier cards that I want to try to get into. I'm curious what anyone else out there thinks would be a good investment. I want to try to pick up a Julius Erving rookie if I can find one for the right price. Ideally something with an autograph on it too. And then the other thing I've identified is something Shaq. Again, probably looking rookie, like to get something with an auto. But I just feel like his prices are lower than they should be. I've never really been a huge fan of his, actually from his playing days, but everything he done after is awesome. His personality is great, his commercials, his Pre-game stuff is hilarious to me. So seeing if I can't get maybe a Shaq and an Irving sometime in the near future. But that's the type of things that I'm looking for from an investment standpoint right now. So yeah, that is the video I have for you guys today. Let me know what you're looking for out there, how you guys like to collect in the hobby, and I'll have some more content out there soon. Thanks.